and just make them filling and delicious. And cinnamon, come on. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki, and today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys 4 quick and easy breakfasts that are higher in protein and lower in points on WeightWatchers. So if you enjoy this video or find it helpful, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Today I'm going to be sharing 4 recipes that I like to have all the time because, like I said, they're quick and easy, they're lower in points. I try to pack them with 0-point foods, some protein, some veggies, and just make them filling meals that taste really good. The first thing that I'm going to be starting with today is going to be a 2-ingredient dough pita with scrambled eggs. But before I get into it, if you enjoy this video or find it helpful, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Adam's around here somewhere, but he's not here to give his thumbs up right now. But we're about to make some breakfast, and I am making myself a 2-ingredient dough pita, which I already had these made in the fridge. So this is something that I like to prep ahead of time. One batch usually gives me 4 pitas, and this pita is 4 points on WeightWatchers. So I'm just gonna heat this up in the air fryer, and then I'm gonna scramble the eggs and put it on top of it. And it's gonna be high in protein, like I said, and 6 points on WeightWatchers. So I'm gonna pop that in the air fryer. All it is non-fat Greek yogurt, all-purpose flour, baking powder, salt, and seasoning. And I just mixed it and made it into dough, and then shaped it into 4 pitas, baked them in the oven, and then I just keep them in the fridge to use for breakfasts and lunches like this. It's really easy for Adam to bring them to work as well. I'm gonna go ahead and scramble 3 eggs for 0 points on WeightWatchers. Then to the eggs, I'm gonna add a red sweet pepper that I have from our garden. I'll probably do like half of it and give Adam some for his eggs. And then I'm gonna dice up this jalapeno from the garden as well and add that to the eggs. Then I've got these Amy Lou breakfast chicken sausages, and you can have 2 of them for 1 point on WeightWatchers. So I'm gonna go ahead and heat up 2 of them and dice them up and scramble them with the eggs. And then I'm gonna add half a serving of this light mozzarella cheese from Trader Joe's for 1 point. When I make this breakfast, it's gonna be a total of 6 points on WeightWatchers, 4 for the pita, 1 for the cheese, and 1 for the chicken sausages. The eggs are 0 and the peppers are 0. And then in MyFitnessPal, I went ahead and tracked this so I could have the calories and the protein for this meal. So with the 3 eggs, it is 486 calories and 39 grams of protein. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this 2-ingredient dough pita in the air fryer to toast it up and start scrambling up my eggs. Okay, so my breakfast pita is done. I did 3 eggs this time. Sometimes I do 2, but when I do 3, it is a little over the top and it takes over the pita, but I'll just eat it with a fork or a spoon. And then I kind of like that it softens the pita up a little bit to have the eggs on it. It almost makes it like a little breakfast pizza. So I will eat most of it with the eggs on top, but the extra ones I just eat with a fork. So this is 6 points total on WeightWatchers. It's 4 for the pita, 1 for the cheese, and 1 for the chicken sausages that I use. And I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. I'll be back with the next breakfast. Okay, so moving on to breakfast number 2. This morning I'm making myself a breakfast wrap, and I was really craving a hash brown specifically, so that's why I'm making this. These hash browns that I'm using are 4 points on WeightWatchers, and they're from Trader Joe's. I've also gotten some hash brown sticks from Aldi that are less points and work well for stuff like breakfast burritos, because you could just heat one up and add it for like 2 points, or maybe it was like 1 for 1. I don't remember exactly what it is, but these ones are 4 points for an entire hash brown. You could also split it and just do half for 2 points, but I'm doing a full one today. So one of them is 120 calories. I just have it in the air fryer right now. You can probably hear it behind me, but I'm heating that up. And then the only other thing that I'm gonna have to track for this wrap is a large la banderita tortilla. This is 2 points on WeightWatchers. It's got 90 calories 18 grams of fiber and 5 grams of protein. So this will really help me to hit my fiber goals. This is almost to my fiber goal just eating this, and that's what's gonna be the wrap that I'm using. Then I'm gonna go ahead and scramble up 2 eggs for the filling of this with the hash brown. And then in the eggs, I'm going to add some fresh chives from the garden. And then I also have a handful of grape tomatoes that I have from the garden that I need to use up. So I'm gonna mix those in with the eggs, the chives, and then I was also craving turkey lunch meat this morning. So I'm gonna use that for my wrap today. This is just from Mariano's. It's just like a plain turkey. I'm gonna use 0 points of it, and that'll help me to just get some protein in and add a meat to this wrap. But you could do ham, chicken sausage, bacon, whatever you'd like for meat, or you could just do more veggies. So I'm gonna go ahead and use like a slice or 2 of this. I need to see how many slices I can have for 0, but it'll just be the tortilla with the scrambled eggs, turkey, and hash brown. And it'll be 6 points on WeightWatchers for the whole thing. So I've got my hash brown cooking. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over, and I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking up my eggs with the tomato and chives. Okay, so my breakfast wrap is done. It's 6 points total on WeightWatchers. It did get a little liquidy from the tomato, which is fine. It just kind of drips out as you eat it, but it's still super good. And the hash brown is my favorite part. So I'm excited to eat this. It's 2 points for the wrap and 4 for the hash brown. Everything else is 0 points on WeightWatchers. I'm kind of mad because I meant to add a scoop of cottage cheese to the eggs before I cooked them for 0 points, and I didn't do that. So I would do that next time. I think that would make it even better. I'm gonna go ahead and try a bite, although it is pretty hot, so hopefully I can do this. But here it is. I love the chives so much with my eggs and with the potato and the tomato together. Everything's really good. I didn't really get a bite of turkey in that one, but there is turkey in there that is 0 points, helps to add a little bit more protein. And this took me really no time to throw together. While the hash brown was cooking, I was able to just quickly scramble up the eggs. And then I just wipe out the pan that I cooked the eggs in and put the wrap back in there to toast it up a little bit. You could also just pop it in the air fryer, but I find that cooking it on the stove is a little better with like the liquidiness. So that is my breakfast burrito. Okay, the next breakfast that I'm going to be making is some French toast. So first of all, I just got back from skating, so I look a little sweaty right now, but I'm hungry. So I'm gonna make myself some French toast, and today I'm gonna be using 3 slices of bread for this. I already went ahead and tracked what I'm making, and it's gonna be 6 points because I'm gonna do 3 slices of French toast, and then I'm gonna do some cinnamon apples on top of them. So sometimes I like to do syrup, sometimes like Greek yogurt or berries or whipped cream, but today I'm really feeling cinnamon apples, and I got some Honeycrisp apples from the market that are a little bit smaller and have some like dents in them and stuff, so it'll be perfect to slice them up and cook them to top my French toast with them. So the bread I'm using today is this organic ancient grain and seed bread from Trader Joe's. I'm using 3 slices for 5 points on WeightWatchers, and that serving will have 9 grams of protein. 1 slice has 70 calories. So I'm doing 3 today. Then what I do to make the French toast, I use 1 egg and I just scramble it with 3 tablespoons of this Fairlife, and this is just the fat-free Fairlife, so it's actually 0 points for that serving on WeightWatchers. Then to that, I'm gonna add some cinnamon and then this Flavor God buttery cinnamon roll seasoning. So that is going to be for the French toast. And then I am heating up my griddle, so it's probably unnecessary. I could probably just do it in a frying pan, but I honestly really like my griddle that I recently got. So when we first moved in here, we realized we had a lot more room in the kitchen, and one thing that I've really wanted is a griddle. So I got one from Walmart, and I have used it so much since I've gotten it, and I love it so much. And whenever I can, I like to use it. It's pretty easy to just clean and put away, and so I just keep it in my cabinets down here. But anyway, I'm heating that up right now to cook my French toast on. You could just use a pan on the stove. I'm gonna go ahead and just whisk together all those ingredients. I dip the bread in it, and then I cook it on the griddle. And then for the apples, I'm going to probably start cooking the apples before I put the French toast on the griddle, but I'll go ahead and whisk everything together first. But anyway, I'm gonna cut this apple up. I like to leave the skin on personally, but you don't have to. But then I'm just gonna cook it in a couple tablespoons of water in a frying pan for like 5 minutes. And then after that, I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon and some ghee spray. So I was gonna use butter, but honestly, I just want a little bit of the flavor of it. And I feel like the ghee spray will work just as good. So I'm just gonna do a quick spray of it to give it just a little bit of that taste. And then I'm also going to use 1 point of honey. And this is actually honey that I got from the farmer's market that is bourbon vanilla honey. So it tastes really good. I'm excited. I feel like it'll go perfect with the apples. So you just cook it on the stove like that, and I'll just cook that up until my French toast is done. That'll just be a quick and easy lower point cinnamon apple French toast recipe. It is about 395 calories and 19 grams of protein. And with the apples that have the honey, it'll be 6 points total on WeightWatchers. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. I'm really excited. Like I said, I'm hungry, so I'm doing 3 pieces today. You could use honestly any bread, but I feel like this is just always a really good low point option. It helps me to get a little bit more fiber in because each slice has 2 grams of fiber. It's got 3 grams of protein, and I like it. I don't think it's like too many seeds or anything, so it works perfect for French toast. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so my French toast is done. This is 6 points total on WeightWatchers. It's 5 for the 3 slices of bread, and then 1 for the apples, just for the honey that I used. So I'm really excited. I did have to keep adding a little bit of water to the apples because I wanted a little bit of the sauce. I usually try to scrape it all out and add it, and it just makes like a little bit of like a syrup on there. But you could also add syrup if you want, if you have like a sugar-free syrup or just a syrup that you like to use in moderation. Like I said, sometimes we'll add like whipped cream or yogurt to the top of this to make it just like a little bit more creamy, but I'm just gonna have it like this today, and that is my breakfast for 6 points. So I'll be back with the last one. Okay, we're on to the last quick and easy breakfast that I like to make. This is the one that I probably make the most and have gone through like the longest phase with, but it's just so quick and easy to throw together. It's filling, and there's just so many different ways you can make it with whatever you have on hand. So I'm gonna be making a hash brown scramble. And like I said, with these, I just like to throw in whatever I have on hand. So whatever meat or veggies that I can use, and even like cheese. But what I do is I start with some shredded hash browns. So these are my favorite to use. They are in the refrigerated section at the grocery store, and I just feel like they're so much easier to work with compared to the frozen shredded hash browns that I used to buy. So this has gotten me to eat them way more because they're so easy to just grab out of the bag and start cooking. I take a pan, I spray it with some nonstick spray, and add 2 points worth of these shredded hash brown potatoes. I cook those for like 5 to 7 minutes, and then usually I add the vegetable next. So today the veggies I'm using are just gonna be jalapeno pepper from the garden, and then some onion that I just need to cut up a little bit. So I'm gonna do onion and jalapeno for this. Then for my protein, I am going to add 1 slice of Crocus ham, which is actually 0 points on WeightWatchers, and then 1 slice of center cut bacon that I just had prepped, also 1 point. So this will add 2 points to the bowl. And then I do like to add some cheese, but that's actually the last thing I add. So before I add the cheese, I'm gonna add 3 eggs. 3 eggs are 0 points on Weight Watchers. I add those to get some more protein. And then I'm gonna add half a serving of this light mozzarella cheese from Trader Joe's. It's half of the serving for 1 point on Weight Watchers. So for a half ounce, I just add that and mix it in last. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking up the hash browns and chop up the veggies while those are cooking, and then everything goes quickly, just adding it in, and I just keep it cooking and stirring. Once I add the eggs, I just scramble them quickly and then mix them with the potatoes, and you'll see that it just becomes like this fluffy egg hash brown skillet thing, and it's always a really big portion, which I love. It's low in points, and this one's got a decent amount of protein. This one's only gonna be 4 points on Weight Watchers, so it is 2 points for the potatoes, 1 for the bacon, and 1 for the cheese. I went ahead and tracked it in MyFitnessPal for the calories, and it has 388 calories and 33 grams of protein. So like I said, it's filling. I do also like to add some type of seasoning to it, so I'll add some salt and pepper, and then sometimes I'll add like a garlic herb seasoning or something. So I might do that today, and then sometimes I do like to top it with just like some hot sauce or something like that, but usually that's just 0 points, and it just adds a little spice or flavor to it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this one. This is, like I said, one of my favorite breakfasts. I haven't had it in a little bit, and so I'm really craving it today. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this made. Okay, so here is the finished breakfast. This is 4 points total on Weight Watchers, so 2 for the hash browns, 1 for the slice of bacon, and 1 for the cheese that I used. I was also gonna use chicken sausage and forgot, but this will be enough. It's a filling portion, especially because I did 3 eggs today. The eggs, pepper, and onion are all 0 points on Weight Watchers, and the sauce that I used is also just 0 points, hot sauce. So this is 388 calories and 33 grams of protein. I'm gonna go ahead and have this for breakfast now, and I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I really try to keep these quick and easy in the morning because I don't wanna spend a lot of time cooking and make a huge mess. And that's why having some prepped ingredients on hand is always nice, even like veggie mix for the hash brown skillet that I just made. That's always an option that I like to use, but I just didn't have any made today, and I wanted to use the produce that I had in the fridge. But anyway, I hope you guys try some of these breakfasts and enjoy them. They are so helpful to me to just stay on track, but still get a filling breakfast in the morning. Sometimes I have a hard time eating right away, but usually after the gym, I am ready to eat, and that is why I like to have stuff like this. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.